I think it's about time I do a follow-up video on the PanOceania figures.
Shut up and sit down.
Hey you Skellywags! I previously did a video on the Knights Hospitallers, so I've been meaning to follow up by covering the rest of the PanOceania figures, and what better way to do that than to rank them from worst to best. The only Pano figures you won't find here are the 3-pack Teutonic Knights. Anyway, let's crack on. Easily at the bottom of my list from 7 to 1 is the Knight of Justice. My first from Pano after Hospitallers was a bit of a letdown. This hard plastic for the cape thing. This holster on the waist was originally attached to the thigh and it's moving about everywhere. The back here was just all over the place. I had to adjust everything here, just change it around, and it's still not that great. Hand pops off as well quite a bit. Some heat could probably do there. Oh, there it goes again. The sword, so just attached to the hand if you can get it in. And again, quite loose on there, so probably need to heat it up. I'll just leave that off. Movements at the top of the neck with good range, but the head itself doesn't really have the same shape as the mini. Arm goes all the way round, pauldrons on a harder plastic, goes up about that much. Twist and bend at this elbow. The wrist range does not help too much with this gun, being able to put it on the shoulder here comfortably. You can do it, but it's not the best. Movement at the upper torso, more so forward than back, hindered by this cape. The mini, you can see more of the lower torso. Jean-Claude, where's the justice? Twisted thigh that goes up about there, and bend is not that great, just under 90. Down, up. Got a pivot there. There is a little toe as well. So standing him is where you're gonna have a lot of issues, but that's where you can really use the harder plastic of the skirting to help support in some poses. The wrists you can fix with some heat, but just the overall clumsiness of this design makes it number 7 in this countdown. Not that much far ahead at number 6 is Knight of Santiago. This guy, out of him and Justice, I was looking forward to more. They were announced about the same time. He came out after. Softer plastic there on the back, I think. All round better to move about, less going on in this design. Also loose hand joints. Sword here, slightly different blue to Justice. He's got his robotic hand. Put that back in. Oh, his head moves around, not as much as Justice. And this can move up to there and around. So same sort of limitations. Bend, twist. Movement. The upper torso is better. It doesn't have the cape thing. So you can get more on that, including the waist as well. Jean-Claude. Better, less hindering. Santiago. Up. Leg again better there. Back a bit. Twist. And the knees are different. Bend is the same. Foot down, up, pivot, toe. There's a holster there for the pistol. Now, troubles here are with the hands. This hand is not so bad. Yeah, get his a bit loose, but doesn't pop out as much. but my right hand for some reason really does like to pop out quite a bit. I like this design. I'll try and fix that hand, but really it's the feet trying to balance these figures. These Justice and Santiago here inherited these feet from our next figure. Padre Inquisidor Mendoza is at number 5, and he was part of the first lot of PanOceania figures, and you can tell Joytoy put a lot of thought into this design. That head sculpt, very nice, and the paint apps on it are really good. Shouty face, yeah, it's alright. I prefer non-shouty faces, but he's got so much going on, and the legs even, we've got more there than iterations after. If you look at the ankle piece on Mendoza there, it's molded into Santiago and Justice. This piece here is separate on Mendoza. Altogether it just looks awesome. Really great design. Still not hindering things. It's a nice sword as well. Hand doesn't pop out. This sheath you have to kind of fold in like that. This head can move quite nicely. The double ball joint. It can do all sorts. Very nice range. This arm can move all the way around, but it's hindered by that thing he's got over him. If you move his arm too much, it'll just kind of make that thing move along with it. Does have a twist at the elbow and bend, double ball at the wrist. Movement upper torso and waist. This is a harder plastic. Jean-Claude on par with Santiago Mendoza. They can go up about there with all the stuff on. Twist that thigh. Go back about that much. And double bend at the knee. Goes a bit over 90. Better than Santiago and Justice. Down, up, pivot. And so. All this stuff on him is a big hindrance to his articulation. There he is. Remove this. Take it off. Pop it back in. And so, yeah, like that, he's got to be able to move around a lot more. His legs are more free to move about. Arms, of course, can do a lot more. It's all around better feeling. It's just get with these rounded off feet. Difficult to stand. Even just in a vanilla pose. Anyway. Slam bang in the middle at number 4 is Nokken, male or man. Again, part of the first lot of PanOceania figures. You can tell there was a lot more thought into this design. Head does have an alternate head. This is the helmeted head. Took off the scarf so that he has more range of movement with this head. As I love this this helmet design. It's really nice. All around, he's got so much going on. This armor bit in particular does hinder movement for the torso, but you can still move around a bit and may cut it off at some point. Holster here. He still has full range of movement with his arms, even with the layers of plastic. Coat and backpack can be removed, so you can still go around. Bend bicep, twist in that as well. Hands are smaller than his female counterpart. Jean-Claude, not bad with all that stuff. Got a fairly dodgy right thigh. They can go up, push a bit more, back, double bend that knee. He's got a knife here, there as well. Down, up, pivot, toe. So although he's got all this stuff going on, you can still pose him. And if you want, you could even remove all that, the belts and other bits if you like. Hold his gun. Balance. Can balance well. This is where PanOceania figures start getting good. Coming in at number 3 are the Knights Hospitallers. 4-pack set of figures. All exactly the same base buck. I did make some modifications on some of them. Different loadouts. I think I've used some guns from other figures as well. But I won't go too much into these, as I do have a full review on the channel, which I'll link in the description. I'll maybe put in a thing on the corner there so you can click if you like after this video. But I thought the shoulder pauldrons were really going to annoy me, but they haven't. They're on a softer sort of plastic, so you can still move the arms around. The legs are just done really great, even though they're chunkier than Mendoza's. They've got a better bend. It goes over 90, well over 90, and they just look so badass and feel really good to pose. So the Knights Hospitallers, great set, and a deserving number 3 on my list. In at number 2, but easily transferable with the number 1 spot, is the Knight of the Holy Sepulchre. Something brand new and unique for your 1/18 scale collection. This guy is larger than your normal 4-inch figure. He has multiple limbs, a number of weapons, and a badass futuristic design. He also has a metal joints. As you can see there, the shoulders and other parts as well. This helps with keeping him sturdy and smooth to pose. For articulation, this head can move at the top of the neck, also at the bottom, giving him really good range moving around. Double barbell metal shoulder joint. Go down like that. Go up. Twist the bicep. Double elbow. Double barbell at the wrist, metal. Got your larger than normal standard arm here. Got a twist. Bend. Double barbell at the wrist. Squeaky upper torso movement. Quite stiff. Waist is pretty much nothing. Jean-Claude, nice. Holy Sepulchre. Got drop down joints there for the legs. Hindered a bit by that. And twist at the thigh. Go up about there with the drop down. Double bend at the knee, about 90. Down, really good. Up. Kind of change it a bit there with how much room you've got. There you go. Twist, pivot. Pistol holstered. Sword sheathed. Green sword. Go into this larger hand. There you go. Just look at him. So good. This pistol can be removed. Clip out. And go into the normal hand. So he's fully equipped on each of his hands. So the one thing I'd say is that the guy inside there, this mech exosuit, is a bit bigger than your normal 118. As you can see, his arms quite large and his head's bigger than normal. But it still looks good with your normal 118 scale. So I wouldn't let that deter you if you're interested in getting him, because he is an awesome figure. Definitely worth getting for your collection, any 118 scale collection. Surprising even me at number 1 is Nokken, woman. Oh, it's dropped off. I'll keep that off, I suppose. This can, yeah, that came off, so I actually prefer it without it. That large holster thing, gun. Joytoy really captured her delicate features with the paint apps on this head sculpt. And the figure overall just represents everything I love about Joytoy. The small figure with all these details, smaller than 4-inch, but has all these layers of details. Belts and straps and coat and bag. Articulation all still works as well. The heads here and this little scarf bit is a separate piece that allows the heads to still move around. Articulated hair. Arm goes around. Up. Bend at the elbow. Nothing hindered. Twist. Double barbell. Unlike a male counterpart, the upper torso works independently of the lower armor bit, which also still moves along with that to give a great range of movement with a body, even with this backpack, which doesn't get in the way or doesn't feel weird. Jean-Claude works even with those straps. Leg goes up there, again working with the straps, and back there. Twists, double bend at the knee with the knife there too. Down, nice, toe up, pivot there as well. At first she was quite stiff. One thing I also noticed is she's very light, so very easy to hold and move about. But once you get those joints out, the stiffness, she's very easy to pose and balance. Even balancing on one leg, doing a kick up, using her hair to make it a bit more dynamic. One of the reasons why I chose her for number 1 is that I've played about with her more so than the others, just randomly at my desk and posing, giving her different poses. Let's get that to balance there. And there you go. Again, what's really impressive is the fact that she can be more dynamic than a lot of figures that have less on them. So she could do kicks like this, even with those straps. Gun here she can hold. She can put it on both hands. This can be a bit difficult to get on sometimes. You can get it there. And she can pretty much shoulder that nicely. And yeah, shoot away. Another thing I'd say though is that the guns are a bit oversized, but that applies across the board for Infinity. She is brilliant. I think what makes this figure awesome is all the layers of detail on her, with the jacket, backpack, straps and everything, but she still can move. But if you choose, you can just remove that stuff if you like. So there are options. She can run and she balances really well. So these straps, see here, they just move like that, how they should, which is what they should have done for Margot in that Duroc Margot set. Here's one of my favourite figures this year, Bernard. And he also has these straps, but his body moves and the straps stay the same. I think he could have benefited from that similar sort of engineering with the straps. I was initially fearful of moving around quite a bit, but once I did, I realised she's an awesome figure and one of the best of the year. Out of all the Infinity factions by Joytoy, PanOceania probably has the most released thus far, but they should be the standard of which all should be judged, bar a few duds, and I don't know about the Teutonic Knights. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What's your number one? What's your ranking? Do you think there's an Infinity faction better than PanOceania right now? If you do, let me know who and why. If you want money off Joytoy products, including PanOceania figures featured here, click the link in my description. There's money off, discount codes, etc. All that stuff to check out. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up. I hope I've earned it. For more content, subscribe, and I'll skell you later.